We are back. Good evening. Oh, freezing cold day. We are back there. What's up? How you feeling? Everybody's warm. Where you at? Everybody who's been traveling. I hope everybody gotten to where they needed to go. Safe and sound. Um, Even though it's cold out here, it can be dangerous same time. So everybody has been traveling. I hope everybody gotten to where they needed to go. We're back on the check-in. I'm tired. I'm tired, but I'm not too tired. I usually have the ice this good, so I won't be sleeping on this live, y'all. Usually I go to sleep on these lives, but I won't go to sleep. I probably won't be on here too long neither. That's my that's coming through. Um, I'm just simple can. But peace to everyone out there, all the subscribers, everybody out there. We back with the boxing talk. So I just did Shakur and Tio the other day. Um, but I'm coming back to ask, what do we expect from Shakur Stevenson? Not so much what we expect from the fight, or what do you guys expect? Some people say they won't expect anything. That's cool. There's some people that do though, and that's the question: is what do we expect to see from Shakur Stevenson? For anybody who don't know, you guys might want to go. For any of you content creators, anybody with channels, they sent some information out about the fight that for the press conference and all. We didn't know, and then now they announced it to us. So now, and I had it up on my but anyway, the fight is official. The fight's official, and places um Madison Square Garden, the big house, not the theater, but the big house, which that's great. Uh, I believe tickets are about on sale this week. We have to hurry up and get those. It's gonna be crazy. December 11th, I believe the tickets go on sale this Wednesday. There is a press conference. The first press conference is Wednesday. So for anybody who applied for media to attend the press conference, you might want to do it today. I believe that the deadline is tomorrow at 9. I don't know if that's 9 a.m. or 9 p.m. I would need to check that. If you have not applied for it, no matter where you're coming from, if you plan on coming to New York January 31st, then that's something different. But yeah, I suggest you guys get in and apply for it. Anybody who needs the information on that, let me know and I can send it to you. Only for the people with channels, not the ones that's not with them. But if you don't have a loan, I believe it's through Matchroom. So yeah, that's what we do. So welcome everybody. Make sure you smash that like button. And once again, welcome back to the No Duck Zone podcast. Yes. So yeah, information on that, I'll send it to you guys. Anybody who needs that. Um, what do we expect January 31st from Shakur? I was just sitting watching the William Cepeda fight, which I always like to go back to that fight. There's a lot of fights that he had that I like to go back at, but Shakur showed, because everybody calls him a runner. He's this, he's that. Some of y'all just, you know, some of you guys don't really know what you're watching, and it's okay, because sometimes I don't know what the hell I'm watching, but I have to sit back and study and watch. Right? Beautiful. What's up? What's up, everybody coming in on the check-in? Make sure you smash that like button And I want to tell you guys before I get into this boxing, thank you. Because you know, I'm looking at my YouTube, I'm looking at my email, and it's telling me congratulations that there's stuff that I'm able to do now because my channel is growing. And my channel is growing because of you guys. So I want to tell you guys thank you, because if it wasn't for y'all doing what y'all were doing, I probably wouldn't be able to do anything. So you're gonna see eventually super chats and all that. So I want to thank y'all for. I want to thank y'all, man. I want to thank y'all so much, man. Y'all just don't know what it means to me. Y'all really don't. But I appreciate y'all. But I'm watching it and I'm like, damn, you know, Shakur was doing exactly what you guys said he wouldn't. You know that you said he would do, and he didn't do it. The fight with him and William Cepeda, which I was there to see it, um, was probably the best fights that was on that card. And I always go back to that fight because that was the last fight that he had. And I'm gonna go probably and break down TEOFIMO's last one. We're gonna get to that. But what happened? Okay, so yeah. Anyway, I'm just looking at the fight with him and William Cepeda, and I'm just like, shit. Of course, he got hit with a couple of good shots, but I'm sitting there and I'm looking, and I'm just looking how special Shakur is. And I'm not trying to demote him because I met his grandfather or you see me with a picture. I have to William Cepeda, and I'm a fan of William Cepeda. I like him, and I can't wait till he come back. Anybody that gets him at 35 is going to be a problem. I'll tell you that. But I'm just looking at how special he is and how William Cepeda brought the best out of him. He brought the best out of him. So y'all can say this and say that, but he brought the best out of him. And some of y'all probably will say that's not the best. Well, you can't say what's the best because y'all are not in that ring. Because you know a lot of y'all want to assume that you know best when you can't know if you ain't been in the ring. But I felt like he brought the best out of him from watching that, right? So when I say what to expect, I didn't know what to expect night with him and William Sada. I didn't have a clue. Shakur is good, but this is no Devin. Yeah. So I'm looking at that, and I didn't know what to expect in that. Five. Hold on. Stay right there. Five. Right there. Don't go nowhere. Five. Hold on. Five. I'm back. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to send the link out. Yeah. Um. Yeah. This is about Shakur. So let's not bring up other fights. I don't care about other fighters right now. If they're not including in this fight, the link is in five if you want to come up. So anyway, and damn, I lost track of what I was saying. So anyway, I'm looking at that and I'm saying to myself, what to expect on January 31st? Because I didn't know what to expect then. Of course, I was going for Core, but that doesn't mean I had anything against Cepeda. So I'm saying to myself as I'm watching it, I didn't get to finish watching the fight in there, but it doesn't matter because I was there for the whole fight this past July, which I enjoyed myself. It's my first Riyadh season fight. Cool. I'm hoping to be in the building Wednesday for the press conference. Uh, so that one's going to be pretty interesting. But my question to you guys is what to expect from Shakur Stevenson, especially at 140. What do y'all expect? This is not about nothing else. So don't go bringing up everybody that got nothing to do with 140. I'm just want to know y'all honest opinions of what do y'all think about. And if you're not a fan of him, then that's cool. You ain't got to worry about it. I don't expect you to come in here dragging him and yo, I'm not a fan of him. Whatever. Keep your comments to yourself. Doesn't matter. You not being a fan of him or the TO is not going to change anything. The fights happen in January 31st, rather if you like it or not, and majority of y'all are going to order it. So you can miss me with the nonsense. Some of y'all will try to, talk people as if people are stupid. But we know majority of y'all are going to order it. Yeah, it's gonna be good, beautiful. I'm expecting to see Shakur at his best, but I know also TEOFIMO is going to bring his best. The great thing about this fight and why it made sense in New York, not just because Core is from Newark or TEOFIMO's from Brooklyn, rather you believe it or not. Um, I believe that these guys have, far as Garden, have never put, I don't want to say put a whole bunch of asses in seats. Um, but let's say if there wasn't a big draw, they might have been like how they could be a big draw in other places. Depends on who they fighting. But I don't know if they ever been a big draw in New York. Far as headlining a fight, this makes perfect sense for them. And I like this. And I was, when I first heard it, I was like, it made sense. It didn't make sense to take a fight like this to Vegas. No disrespect. Illis, what's up? It didn't make a fight. It didn't make no sense to take a fight like this to Vegas. This is the place that this fight needs to be. January 31st, New York City, Madison Square Garden. We need to get the Garden back rocking. It's been quiet in the Garden. I think we haven't had nothing in the Garden since June, which was match bout. So, yeah, it's been pretty quiet. So this is the perfect place for this fight to take place. Um, I think Shakur will do just as well. I think he'll do just as well in 140 as he did in 35. The difference was it's a lot more competition. Um, I definitely will. She's in the room. Well, not the room, but she's in the living room talking to her friends. So yeah, I definitely we just finished eating so dinner. So yeah, I'll definitely let her know. Um, it'll be a lot more competition. Not to say it wasn't where he was at, but it'll be a lot more for him. And hopefully we get to see Core a little more active in 2026 than we did in 2025. Because these guys got to understand they are, you know, you're getting older, and eventually having one fight a year is not going to get it. But a lot of times these fights don't happen because of business decisions. You know, so a lot of times these guys got to do what's best for them and their family, and I get it. Hey, I'm no promoter, I'm no matchmaker. I get it. I'm happy to see them in. Now I know out of all this out of all this that's happening, the only thing y'all gonna be paying attention to out of everything is the stuff that T.O. says, right? Anything racist he got to say, y'all gonna freaking pay attention to that versus just paying attention to a great fight happening because he knows how to get y'all attention. Matter of fact, him and Core, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Now that I think about it, him and Shakur are real good at getting y'all attention. Because it doesn't matter what they say. You guys are going to make a 3-4 hour live about it. And believe me, they know exactly what they're doing when they do it. They know exactly what they're doing when they do it, and y'all fall for it. I don't get it. Um, I'm not paying attention to any of the shit that's going on because from now till next month, y'all are gonna go bananas, sitting back worrying about what either of them got to say. I'm more concerned just about the fight happening and nothing going wrong before January 31st. Y'all sitting back worrying about something else. I'm hoping that yes, we got the press conference. So now we know the fight. It's official. And you are a fan of who you like. I'm gonna tell you what I expect. I said what we expect from Shakur. I tell you what I expect. I expect some of you so-called boxing fans to get your shit together, to act like you got some sense, and don't take this fight right here and just drag it through the dirt. What y'all are gonna. This is a great fight. Y'all said plenty of times neither one could put asses in seats like that, or they don't do too good. Well, I mean, if that's the case, we've seen that. If that's the case, this is the fight that can change everything, and I'm sure it's going to be a great card. I'm positive that there's no way in hell that the main event is going to be the only fight that we look forward to. I'm sure on January 31st in New York, it is going to be a hot ass card, and I can't wait. I'm expecting Shakur to give it his all, um, to be a masterful performance, but not to dominate. This is Teofimo Lopez we talking about. Let's look past all the silly shit that he might say and do, and we can't discredit his boxing ability because some of y'all gonna look past that. Yeah, he alright, but he's a racist. What does that have to do with his boxing ability? This is what I don't need people to look past and to sit here and just down the fight. Because if you're going to down fight, there's no point in you being up on your channels or being up in the comment sections just talking crazy. Because that's what a lot of y'all do. We can never get a fight that will probably satisfy y'all. We will never get a fight that satisfy y'all. Y'all always gonna find something to cry about. And think you have a right to cry about it because it's YouTube. When you should just sit and say, you know what? This is going to be a classic. These two are going to bring it. First of all, they both can talk. They both can run their mouth. Just watching Teofimo Sr. say something is going to be hilarious. Watching Teofimo show up at the press conference wearing some type of crazy outfit that he says and crazy he says and does crazy stuff that the first thing we run with is that okay, that was kind of racist. What he's wearing looks racist, but always gives the black media attention when it's time to talk. That's crazy. When you got some of the fighters that look like us that don't even want to give us that time. Just saying. Sidebar. So it's going to be a trash talking press conference. Just the build up, the back and forth on social media. That's what I'm expecting from them. And I'm expecting both of them to bring their A game on January 31st. I'm praying and keeping my fingers crossed that both of them make it to that time because, like I said, and reason why I'm saying that. Let me explain to y'all why I'm saying that. I'm saying that because there's been a lot of fights where cards have got changed because guys have got hurt or guys have failed drug tests. Now we have got some of the fights that thank God, but have been getting hurt, and we don't need that. And it seems like a lot of guys are getting hurt in sparring. And once again, we don't need that. So hopefully these two are or make it to January 31st with no problems, no substitutes, no, Shakur got hurt, so this is the guy that's going to take his place. Or TEOFIMO got hurt, this is the guy that's going to take his place. We don't want no replacements for any of these fights, especially not for January 31st. We need both of them in there, and I believe, I truly believe in what I expected to be a classic. I think that's what we could expect, especially for Shakur, because they know deep down inside there's not a performance in the world that they could put on without y'all going out there and crying about it. It don't matter what these fighters do, y'all will whine and cry. You're gonna cry in the car. That's what y'all gonna do. So um, I don't expect these fighters to go out and say, I mean, I don't expect them to go and do what they say they're going to do, because sometimes it can happen the opposite way. But I do expect them to go out there and do their best. I don't put my all into it where I depend on these guys to go out there to get stoppages, to get knockouts. I don't depend on that, because you know how that is. You can get knocked out trying to knock somebody out. Sometimes if the knockout is there, then yeah, if the opportunity presents itself, then you have to take advantage of it. But forcing a knockout is not always the smartest way to go. Um, and of course, everybody that watches boxing that have been involved knows that. I'm glad that this is happening. What a way to bring in the new year. It's great. And I'm sure that after seeing this, we're going to have a busload of a lot of great fights. But this is how you get it started right here. Because TO has been known for not taking a lot of fights, and we thinking stuff is going to happen and then it don't happen. A lot of y'all are still mad at, you're still mad at Core for the Devin Haney situation. But y'all got to get over that. It's over. Move on. Forget about it. Because at some point, they might meet. A lot of fighters that, we said that weren't going to meet ended up seeing each other at another weight class. That could possibly happen. And I think it will in about 2 years. Just saying. Keep in mind that I said that. Hold on, what's it look like? I don't know if I'll make it all the way to 7:45. I'm gonna try. Bear with me, y'all. I'm trying to make it to 7:45. My man 5 don't come up here, then I'm pretty much gone. But yeah, I'm excited. Wednesday press conference. I mean, as I'm sitting here thinking about it, Madison Square Garden is going to be jumping the 31st. It's going to be jumping that whole week, because what you're going to in on the 30th, you're going to have a press conference, you're going to have a media workout. Oh man, that end of that January week is going to be crazy, and I know there's going to be a lot of places I can't make it to for reasons, man, and that's gonna kind of tick me off, but it is what it is. Your week, so much going on. Um, I'm trying to, listen. I'm hoping I get my credentials, y'all. Hey, for the media that looks at these videos, that picks us to be, at these events. Come on, give me a shot. I need a favor. I need the opportunity, man. You know what I'm saying? I need an opportunity, man. I'm serious. It's deeper than just being a boxing fan. You know, half of these guys won't even take the time to put in credentials. And why is it so important to put in credentials? Why is it so important to go to these fights, the weigh-ins, the press conference, the media workout? Well, it's all content. It's all content, and it helps. You know, rather if you throwing something up on YouTube or rather you throwing it up on TikTok, Instagram, it's content and it helps. We are a part of a business that it's a great business. Sometimes it can be a little rough on the edges, but this is what all this is here for. And Jay, what's up, sis? Um, and I think everybody should take advantage of that. If you are a real content creator that loves boxing, I mean, you truly love boxing. I don't know what your financial is. That's not my business. But if you truly love boxing, and when it's in your state, or if you can fly to another state, wherever you can go, you should be. Even if they tell you no, there's other promotional companies. Put in your credentials. Um, you don't know what you're missing. When they email you, um, make sure you send your work to them. Let them see what it is that you do. Now, sometimes they go with sometimes with the channels that might be popular, who have more subscribers. They start looking at interviews. There's certain things they probably look at. I like to know because I never know what it is, but it doesn't stop you from trying. So just keep that in mind. Because when you go to these type of events, somebody that sits home and just talks boxing that don't go to these events can't argue with you about nothing. It doesn't make you the smartest person in the world. It doesn't make you more known than them. But somebody who just sits and argues, what are they telling you? You got the receipts to prove it. That doesn't make you the smartest person in the world because you attended events. But when you sit and think about it, it's like, what could you argue me about? I'm out here at these events. And this is where we got to separate ourselves from people. But put the credentials in, y'all. Think about nine. Think about maybe 9 p.m. If I'm not mistaken, 9 p.m. is the cutoff. 9 p.m. I should have had mine in last week. Damn it, and I wasn't paying attention. But it wasn't too late, so had I would have did it tomorrow, I don't know. But I'm glad I did it. But yeah, what to expect from Shakur Stevenson? I expect him to be great and to put on a great show. I expect Angie to go get to Madison Square Garden and get a ticket so she could be there for January 31st. Yeah, Angie, you might want to bring about 4 or 5 of your friends, but please leave the weapons at home. This is Madison Square Garden, Angie. We don't want y'all coming in with your Timberland boots on and your bubble vests and bandanas on your head looking to hurt anybody. We don't want that. Yeah, I think the tickets is out on the 11th. Um, Shoot, they're gonna go pretty fast. So I got two things I can do. I don't want to depend on no credential because then it might not happen. But then if you get a ticket now, the ticket will be too damn high. So tickets don't sell out. I might wait till we get closer to the event where maybe the prices will go down. Yeah, oh man, Angie, we don't want that. We don't want that. Just wear your regular sneakers, Angie, whatever you wear. I don't know if you wear your boots. I don't know. You might, I don't know what you wear. Just don't hurt nobody. So yeah, I'm gonna wait closer to the event, then go get the ticket probably. Cause right now it's not gonna happen. It's too much. But we'll see. Between that, and credentials. Credentials, for some reason, it only happens with me like once in a blue moon. But I appreciate the opportunity that I have got. I've got about 3 opportunities this year with getting credentials. I mean, I've had it, to attend fights. Shout outs to Swift Promotions. I got it with them twice. Shout outs to Primetime Promotions. Shout outs to Match Bout. So that's been sweet for me. That's been sweet for me. Um, and I'm looking to get a lot more. But I know to get a lot more, we got to work much harder. We got to work much, much, much harder. So I'm just saying, for all the guys coming in, and hey, I want to attend these events, press conference, weigh-ins, media workouts, all these events. You want to attend these events, man? Go ahead and attend them, man. Don't just sit home arguing boxing all damn day. That ain't gonna get you nowhere. BC, what up? I'm just saying that people could look at this and be like, who is he taking a shot at? Who is he talking about? Because that's all y'all come on people channels to do is to peek to see what they talking about. I said what I said. Said what I said. How you take it, that sounds like a you problem. But we need more people out there covering these fights because at some point they're going to try to ghost media. We have to do better when we're covering these fights. We got to do better when we're speaking about it on our shows. We don't have to sugarcoat everything, but we have to do a better job than what we're doing. We can't always over criticize. We can't just always bash fighters, bash coaches, and bash situations because that kind of well, if you're gonna do all that, why the hell will we give you a credential? Now you do. There are fights that you can sit there and say, hey, I don't support that, but then I'll never would apply to go to that to go see that fighter if I don't support him. But there are points where you gotta fall back and say, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna leave that where it's at. So this is just a heads up to anybody who's coming in and hey, I want to talk about boxing. Build the channel, continue to build. I continue to build. I'm building. I'm about to be able to have super chats in a minute. YouTube gave me some good news. I didn't know they sent me an email. They sent me one yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Congratulating me on what it is that I'm doing. So, but I can't. I have to say congratulations to y'all for making it possible, man. So thank y'all. And yeah, but that's what I know. I'm gonna go back and watch this fight with him and William Cepeda. I stopped at I forgot what round because I realized 6:45 was coming around fast. Now y'all know 6:05 is my time, but I was in the kitchen cooking, right? So I was like, nah, gotta eat with the missus. So I said I'm gonna set it up for 6:45. It's enough time. Yeah, 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 yeah. Illis, thank you. I thank y'all, man. These last 2 months, y'all made this shit possible for me. Y'all came into my life and y'all were a game changer. And it's not to say I would have never been where I'm at. But it's nothing wrong with you saying, hey, I wouldn't be where I'm at if I didn't have these people come and support me. Some people want to take all the credit themselves and just say it was them. Man, it ain't the people. It's because I'm a dope dude. I'm fly and I'm the shit. No, man, you can't do that. You can't do that. Absolutely not. You can't do that. You can say what you want to say off camera, whatever. Tell yourself all the lies all you want. But you are where you are because the people placed you there. They support. They take their time from what they're doing. They hear what you got to say, even if they don't know what you're saying. You know, it's that's the problem. We lose sight of who we are. So just be appreciative when you have real supporters. Um, yeah, TEOFIMO, Shakur Stevenson. Like I said, that's what we could expect. If you can't expect nothing else, you can expect a damn good fight, boy. I'll tell you that. Exactly. They the family. They the family. Yep. We are the family, and that's why we have the barbecue because we are family. That's what family do. You know, you have a family reunion. Shit, you don't see your family like that. You know what I'm saying? So when you finally do, it's like, oh God. See, with me, it's like, my barbecue is like that family reunion. We just have it every year. Every year. I'm gonna get Shakur's grandfather to see if he can come to my cookout. I'm gonna see if I can get him to do that. I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can get him to do that, y'all. I ain't never really talked to him behind scenes, but I think if I could catch him Wednesday, I might ask him what he doing next year. Hey, BC, I might ask Shakur's grandfather what he doing next year. Mr. Bali, I might be like, yo, you wanna put up? I mean, I might have to ask him, man. I already told Keith Cologne's father. I know he'll probably be in the building. I'm gonna call him tonight. Like, yo, you gonna be in the building Wednesday? But probably not, cause he got a fight coming up anyway. So I'm gonna holler at him though. I don't know, Illis. That's a good question. Who's making the mac and potato salad? Yeah, yeah. Of course, everybody asks for out. Everybody. My joint is dope. My joint is super dope. We'll see. I'm waiting for them to announce the undercard for this fight because I know if this main event is the way it is, the undercard is not going to be a trash undercard. It's going to be a great undercard. I tell you what, man, on this undercard, I'm trying to think of who would I want to see on the undercard. I would love to see Richard Hitchens. Richard Hitchens come back. I would love to see him on that same card. Put him on that same card. Against who? I don't know. But I'd love to see him on that card. But they probably already got something planned for him, so we gotta hold down. We gotta hold down on that one. I don't know where G5 went. He said, "Hold on." And I don't know. Is he live or something? Thought he was coming through this way. He might be live, and I just don't know. I hope he wasn't live and I didn't know about it. Oh hell no, Illis. I wish somebody would. I'll throw their ass right up out of there. They will not get an invite next year. And I'm gonna take a video of it and put it right up on YouTube. Now look at this, y'all. Who had the audacity to put these roaches in here? That's all that makes me think of when I see it. Who put roaches in here? Man, who put roaches in the damn potato salad with your nasty asses? Oh my God. Oh my loving God. Please nobody do that. You will not be invited back. Straight up. And you lose your wrench. Yeah, hell nah, man. You up out of here. They remind me of roaches, man. I'm just saying. Don't do that. That's ah too much. Um, Let me ask you something, BC. Who you liking it? Right? Shakur, I didn't get to ask everybody. Shakur Stevenson, TEOFIMO, BC. Which one, man? Which one you got, bro? I don't think y'all was here when I did the video the other day about them. This really was just about Core, about what to expect from him. Because everybody always expects him to run. He didn't run in the Williams Cepeda fight, and I doubt if he runs in the Tiafimo fight. I want to see what he's gonna do too. And that's why that week I'm not gonna be able to. That's why that week I'm not gonna be able to do nothing because when they do media workout, uh, leaning towards Tio actually. You leaning towards Tio actually? That would be crazy if Tio could pull that off. Oh my God. And I don't even know if you can call that upset of the year because the year just begun. If he pulls that off, jeez. And I'm not mad, but I know the racist people or people who don't know shit about boxing are gonna go bananas if that happens. Okay, they're gonna lose their mind. While me, a real boxing fan, ain't tripping off it. I ain't tripping off this. Cause I'm gonna tell you like this: if T.O. was undefeated, this would be a somebody's got to go situation, but it's not. Yeah, if this was both undefeated, this would be somebody got to go, and it's not that. So I'm telling you personally, even if that was to happen, oh Clarence, you wouldn't be mad if Shakur lost. This is boxing. How the fuck you gonna be mad that any fighter lost? It's boxing. Now, I'll be mad when I found out that fighter lost because that fighter got cheated. That pisses me off. Yeah, and I don't mean just drug cheats. I mean scorecards, any of that. That ticks me off. Now that, yeah, because if somebody loses a fight fair and square, then fair and square. But it's like if you over there, like it's crazy. Yeah, yeah, BC. Yeah. So if either guy loses, I don't trip. You know what I'm saying? I'm not invested into this. I have no money I put up on this. I'm not part of the mob. So when something happens, it just happens, and I'm like, okay, hell, it was a damn good fight, and the best guy won. But some of y'all gonna go straight to social media and go to your channels and make it like a free fall. Oh, he lost because of this, he lost because of that, and he lost because of this. And if he wasn't acting like Mayweather, maybe he would have had a chance to win. And oh, he couldn't beat T.O., so he damn sure can't beat Devin. Like, and it's like, what does that got to do with what happened in this fight? Cause if you can't beat TEOFIMO, who lost to George Kambosos, how you gonna beat Devin Haney or Tank or any of them? What is that got to do with why he lost? These are the type of responses you get from people who don't know shit about boxing. In the words of the late great Roger Mayweather, they know absolutely nothing. Once again, you don't have to like T.O., you don't have to like certain fighters or whatever you think about them. But when they are good fighters, you have to give them some credit. Now, who they fought might have not been your favorite opponent because y'all looking past the boxing ability and you're just looking at the comments or the way the person tries to act. Hey, man, I went to school with people like T.O. I went to school with people like him. I like to clown all day. It's not the first. Y'all act like this is the first time y'all seen that kind. This ain't y'all first time seeing nobody like that. Knock it off. Knock it off, man. We've been seeing people like that for years, man. The whole thing is I don't entertain it, man. I really don't. Because the more you entertain it, the more it aggravates you. Then it makes you say in your mind, if I ever get the opportunity to ask him something, I'm going to lash out probably. It'll be more of me lashing out than asking him a question. And you're not going to get him in any trouble. You're just going to get yourself in any trouble when they throw your ass out the building because you wanted to be, you thought you were doing something. I mean, he's probably not right in a lot of things he do. Hey, man, he'll be dealt with. But I'm more concerned of what is he doing in the ring because boxing's being held up enough where guys are not really doing what they're supposed to do or doing what we feel they should do. But it has been great. I have been enjoying it. Um, Hold on, y'all. Okay, 15 more minutes. 15 more minutes, y'all. Bear with me. Bear with me. Because I have some other things I'm going to bring up before I leave here. That's interesting too. That's involving boxing. Because once again, this week, like I said, it's fight week. Gleason Boxing Gym, Amateur Boxing Live day and Saturday. Uh, Make sure you go, y'all go check that out. I mean, but so there's a lot of things that I don't ignore it, but I go around it because it doesn't do anything for me. Because the thing is, if I, you know what, think of it this way, y'all. Tell me if this makes sense. Tell me if this makes sense, right? It's like somebody saying something to you, and every time somebody says something to you, you want to slap them. Well, you have to think about that. Every time these fighters say something, do you have to respond to it? Does it have to be a response all the time? Yes, because that's my job. No, it's not. Because how could you make time to talk about this fight that should be coming up or this one that should be happening? You look past all that to whine and complain about something that it was only said probably because it knew it would get some attention. Comments of what people say get attention. Sometimes it's the right attention, sometimes it's the wrong attention, but it gets attention. So a lot of the shit that I hear, I'd be like, man, I don't care about none of that. What that person talking about? Well, what you think about that? Well, what am I supposed to think about that? And what can I do about that? What can you do about that? What can anybody do about that? You know, y'all can't beat these fighters down. Let's not get it twisted. Y'all can't beat these fighters. Y'all barely can beat each other. Y'all won't even fight each other on here. So we don't need to act like we got the energy to fight guys who's in the gym, uh, 3 to 5 days a week. Like we don't need to do all that. Let the fighters be the fighters. Let the content creators be the content creators. Let the managers be the managers. Let the promoters be the promoters. Sometimes we're trying to put our feet in shoes that it's not supposed to be in. Walk in the shoes that fit you. And when people understand that, they'll understand better. They'll understand better. When guys say, no, I don't want to talk boxing anymore because, I feel this way, I feel that way, I feel this way, I feel this way, and I feel this way. Somebody who's passionate about it, that loves talking about it, should never be a day where they want to walk away and not talk about it no more. Not just because people don't support them, but people talk down on them. It should never have to be like that, y'all. Never. If we're not going to uplift each other in this community, which everybody's not going to get along, then everybody respectfully needs to just mind their business and keep a person's name out their mouth. Keep a person's show out their mouth. And watch who you're talking to about the other person. Because loyalty is very small in these YouTube streets. Very small. Be seriously careful with that. I'm so serious. Nobody has to be perfect when it comes to doing these lives. Nobody has to be perfect when they do these interviews. People can ask whatever questions they want to ask. And just because they don't ask the questions the way you would ask them, that doesn't make you a better content creator than them. If you want to ask some questions that somebody's not asking that you ask, and if you have a show, I suggest you get them on the show. If you don't have a show, I suggest you go to whatever show you see them on, and hopefully somebody will let you up to ask them. But if you can't do either or, then maybe you need to be quiet. Sometimes shutting up is the key to success, not just listening. Sometimes you just gotta shut up. Now that might sound a little harsh because now the first thing you say is you're telling us not to voice our opinions. No, I'm telling you not to talk about something you have no clue about. This is boxing. It's boxing, baby. That's all it is. And it doesn't never have to be where um we got to step out of our we have to step out of bounds to tear people down. We don't need to do that. There's no need for it. Promise you, there's no need for it. I feel damn good about January 31st. I feel good about a lot of fights that happened this year. Damn good. Even the one that just happened. This has been a great year. This has been a great year in boxing. And it's not over yet. And that's why it's easy for me to ignore a lot of the nonsense and not participating because it's easy for y'all to participate in stuff because everything aggravates y'all. Everything pisses y'all off. Y'all got to react to every little thing because reacting to every little thing makes you feel good. No, I react to it because it ain't right. Well, guess what? You know how many ain't right? You know how many ain't rights going ain't be right? Well, I'm going to say it like that if that makes sense. I don't want to sound ignorant, but that ain't right. Well, how many that ain't right situations are going to continue to happen after you say something about it? It's going to be a lot more. You can speak and then voice your opinion if you're going to do it. Try to get it where people can understand it. And that's what I try to do. I don't try to come off harsh like, yo, man, y'all all just need to know. It makes perfect sense of what I'm saying. Sometimes you just got to sit back and just let that shit play out because it becomes it becomes a lot. It's easy for me to come up here and go, hey, what do you expect from Shakur? Some people will say nothing. Okay, well, there's other people who might expect, or they expect it to be a great show, or whatever the case may be. Sometimes my questions just come from my dome because this is what I be thinking. Because I'm not really good at titles, but I'm always curious of what y'all think. What do y'all think about this? And that's also how I keep away from a lot of the nonsense. I don't get caught up in it. Because while y'all thinking about this and thinking about that, this is what I'm thinking about over here. And the closer we get to January 31st, that's what I'm thinking about. I'm not going back into 2025. Yo, man, that Eric Lubin man fight, man. I felt like he could have, man. I don't want to hear that shit. Don't even come to me with it in the new year. Once the new year get here, my year is focused on the year. My mind is focused on the year, nothing else. Oh yeah, you could not just stop talking about 2025. No, hell no, you can't. You can't stop talking about that. You can't brush that under the carpet. But I'm sure Turkey Al Sheikh and De La Hoya, Eddie Hearn, I'm sure they have something even to see Bob Arum back doing some things. However, that's going over there. Um, we're going to see some pretty interesting things. PBC slowly, I think, is going to make a comeback. You're going to see fighters sign into places that you didn't think you'll see them sign into. You might see some people in the new year fighting on Turkey Al Sheikh card that probably you wouldn't think would be interested in even fighting on the card. Because people are going to get desperate after a while when they start seeing everybody make the money that they're dying to make. You know, I got to fight 5 fights to make the money that they make and shit. I get this one fight and I made all the money in the world. I would have to fight at least 5 fights to get this damn money, man. But I can make all this one shot if I go with Turkey Al Sheikh. That is amazing. That is amazing. I'm not mad at them. Not mad at them at all. This is going to be great. I can't wait. I ain't rushing for January, but I can't wait. Can't wait. That's why it's important for me to be in that building Wednesday. It's important. It's very important. It's not just about having a camera and catching video. When you're in there, you earned it. You worked hard for it. It wasn't given to you. You were the chosen one. God told you this is where you're supposed to be. There's no accidents. That's why sometimes when you see me in there and y'all don't hear me ask no questions, I'm really not in there for any of that. Sometimes I'm standing there and I can't believe that I'm here because it's a big deal to me. Because once again, God makes no mistakes. None whatsoever. You don't. So everything I'm saying tonight about what I'm speaking about, you don't have to take it from me. Just sit back and notice that when you start looking at things a little different and stop jumping on the bandwagon, stop deriding and be your own man, be your own woman, you'll be way more successful in these YouTube streets versus trying to get down with the get along gang. Everybody over here, let's go over here with these people. Because if they feel like this and they talking like that, it must be true. If it don't feel right and it don't sound right, get away from it. You got your channel, go be great. You got your favorite fighter you want to talk about, go talk about him. If you think TEOFIMO Lopez will beat Shakur Stevenson, who am I to call you crazy? You think Stevenson could beat TEOFIMO? Who am I to call you crazy? Everybody has a right to voice their opinions on what they think. If we can't voice our opinions, there's no point of having any boxing conversations. You might as well just talk something else. Because lately it's been getting a little out of hand. Well, it's been getting out of hand, but it's extra now with it. And people are tired of it, and people are tired of having to feel like they don't want to be here anymore because you guys are making them feel very uncomfortable. Y'all need to find something to do. Grow up. Help somebody that you see might be struggling in this department. Uplift them. Let them know that they're great, that they're needed, and that they're appreciated. If that's too hard to do, then hey, I don't know what to tell you. Y'all out here withholding information, won't tell nobody nothing because it makes you look good. Don't pass the information, just keep it to yourself. Crazy. It's crazy. It is what it is, man. I don't know what to tell y'all. 31st of January is on. Of course, I'll be back. Hopefully Wednesday I'm in the building. I'm doing me some recording. If I'm in the building doing some recording, that is sweet. That is super sweet. I would love to be down Madison Square Garden Wednesday. Try to make that happen. Now, I should have been on for an hour now. I don't know why it looked like I haven't. You know what? I don't even care what YouTube is talking about right now. I can't. I don't want to stay on here any longer. 6:45 is the time I went on, so now I'm getting off. I'll be back tomorrow, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm putting a lot of pressure on my, which means the morning chop ups are gonna probably not go away, but I am going to start entertaining the channel again with some more boxing. I might be doing that back in the morning. There's going to be some changes. That doesn't mean the morning chop up is going away. Um, but I do want to make sure a lot of boxing is caught up on my channel because a lot of a lot of times too, when they looking at, these channels for credentials, they expect it just, some of them probably expect just to be a boxing channel. But my channel is a boxing channel, but I also like to just get into other things too. So I'm going to be picking up on the boxing just a lot more. So like I said, there's some amateur shows this week. I'm probably try to make one of them if I can. If not, then it is what it is. Getting back in the gyms, I know it's cold, so this week I'm not really trying to run around and do all that. Wherever I end up at is where I end up at. But I appreciate y'all too, once again, for helping this channel grow more and more. Um, Holiday times are approaching. If y'all want a No Doug Zone coffee mug, y'all know, hit me up. Hit the Cash App. You know what I mean? Or DM me. I got the, we have the coffee mugs for y'all. Y'all can have something nice for Christmas, man. You know what I'm saying? You want something nice for Christmas, and if you don't want that mug and you want something else, then holler at me. Go ahead and do that. I got y'all for the holidays, for Christmas. We got y'all. Me and Mrs. Duck. We're sending things. We're gonna be sending stuff out to everybody. So we're gonna finish putting that together. But tomorrow we will be back. The thing is, tomorrow I don't know if it's going to be a morning chop up. It'll be some boxing tomorrow morning. We haven't did that in a while, but I do want to pick up on it. So don't be too surprised. You're like, oh my God, they're on morning chop up. We might be on some boxing tomorrow morning. Haven't done it in a while, but tomorrow we're gonna have to get on it, baby. Early in the morning, 7:30. What are we talking about? Who we talking about? We'll just wait and see. Right? We'll wait and see. But hey, I still want my support to come, so that doesn't mean I don't want y'all not to come back. Still want y'all to come back. We're going. Some of the ladies that's curious about the boxing, believe me, there's some brothers that's gonna be able to help out. I learned from everybody else. I don't know everything. Picasso, you late, man. I'm getting ready to get up out of here, man. Get ready to get up out of here, man. But nah, yeah. So I'm going. I'm gonna. I thought about it, going back to the boxing in the morning. Because like I said, I would never let anybody take me out the boxing conversation because um, I can't voice my opinion, or people might not like the content, or you know what I mean. You're not here to be a people pleaser. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be able to always do that. So you have to do your best, In order to, first of all, even if you wanted to please people, you have to make sure that you are pleased. Because if you're not pleased, then people can't be pleased, and it just doesn't make any sense. You're gonna have a whole big problem. So as long as you do that part, um, you'll be perfectly fine. Yeah, definitely. I'll be back in the morning, Picasso. Like I said, I used to do the morning choppers, but I think I'm gonna come back with the boxing. It's time to pick it up a little bit. Um, and it's not that I'm not gonna do morning chop up, but I think a lot of people do look forward to boxing in the morning sometime, and sometime it just so happens to come up even when we're not talking about it. But that doesn't change anything. Ladies night with no duck zone still going on. That's still gonna happen. Ladies, I might catch y'all on a late Friday. I'm not gonna lie. I might catch you on a late Friday, late Saturday or something. If I'm not at an event, if a fight is not on, pretty much how we're gonna handle that one. We're gonna do it probably that way. But just keep in mind, y'all, a lot of these content creators, some of them work hard. Some of them are trying to get it where they don't have to go work for anybody anymore. It's not easy. The only easy thing about this is just doing what it is that you want to do and how you want to do it and staying out the way. But it's not easy getting monetized. It's not easy getting people to listen to you. It's not easy getting subscribers. It's not easy getting people to believe in what it is that you do because um, sometimes, like I said, it's always popularity over the truth. Something's popular, then that's the best place to be. And if this other place ain't that popular, then I don't really want to be over that way. Do not let popularity take over your life. It's cool with being known now. It's cool with being known. But I want the truth over popularity. If really, you should be popular for being the truth. But nobody wants to hear the truth. They only want to hear what's popular. Which I think that's a disgusting. It's disgusting, but it is what it is. Let's just respect people's feelings. Let's respect how people do their content. Um, Stay out of people's way. If you don't want people eating at the table with you, that's cool. People ain't got to eat at the table with you. I ain't got to eat at the table with you. There's plenty of spaces and tables that you two got for us to eat at. We don't have to do all that. But I never want to talk to somebody and they're feeling uncomfortable about their position because somebody or a certain group of individuals might be making them feel some kind of way. We are all men here. We are all not third graders. We shouldn't have to be taught how to treat people because the same way we want to be treated is how we should give that same respect back. Because when we all pass and we all leave, we can't take this boxing shit with us. We can't. And 20 years from now, we want to be able to look at this and be proud of our work and leave a legacy behind. Let's just respect each other. That's all. It's not that serious, y'all. I promise it ain't. If this YouTube got you ready to put your life on the line, then you need to go find something else to truly do. What do I expect January 31st between TEOFIMO Lopez and Shakur? Or what do I expect from Shakur? I expect it to be a classic. I expect it to be a great event. I expect us to talk about it. Man, I just expect the best. Catch me tomorrow morning, y'all, 7:30. No morning chop-ups. We going right back to the boxing in the morning, right? I don't want people to get disappointed. Like, oh my God, I'm gonna miss the morning chop-ups. Don't worry, I'm coming with that. We're gonna swing the block. Don't worry. I still got Thanksgiving and all. I mean, Thanksgiving. Oh, look at me. I still got Christmas and a whole lot of days where I'll bring it back. But we're gonna get back to the boxing. All right. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. and protect your peace, space, and surroundings. Y'all know what it is. It's the No Duck Zone podcast. Let's go.